when it's time to scramble. Neck full of water, call me Black Bridgewater. Lamar Jackson, how I throw them Ravens across the border. Hold up, you know I'm a touchdown with the sack. Run up the whole like a running back on the play. Intercept the pack like a safety, you boys ain't shake the play. That's a flag on the play. Let's go. Touchdown, I just scored a whole bucket.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Las Vegas, Nevada. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it, this crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Denver Broncos and the Las Vegas Raiders. The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Now a first carry for Melvin Gordon. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
The athletic juke. Good little gain there. Not a whole lot of real estate, but a nice carry.
And that's something you have to get ready for defensively, because in today's NFL, teams will use their wide receivers on jet sweeps, end arounds. They'll move them back in the backfield and make them running backs. Partner, this was much more of a tap pass, but effective nonetheless.
And I think both guys love it. If you're a quarterback, it's an easy completion. If you're a wide receiver, you get the easy reception and also a chance to try to make a play with your feet. Now a first down throw for Newton. This is Hamler on the receiving end. 7 yards, the pickup there. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. And he's already got 2 catches on the opening drive. They know he's going to be a handful.
And sometimes you game plan for that offensively. You want to make sure that guy touches the ball, and sometimes it just happens naturally. And then you change your game plan. When he has the hot hand, you keep going back to him because he's running routes with confidence as the game goes on.
Ball thrown downfield is taken in by his running back. And he'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run.
We expected this defense to be tested by this passing game coming into this one. And there's an example on this first possession of the game.
And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. This gain not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two. A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door, 1st and goal. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. 2 yards the gain on the keeper, and it's 2nd down.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean, or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Broncos take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive.
The kick is good.
And he's got it. 7-0 Broncos.
7. Raiders nothing. Brandon.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. He takes this from the 30 to the 34.
The tackle.
If you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. As they stop him short right around the 34-yard line. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's 4th down. And this is going to be a Raiders first down as he's got this up to the 40-yard line. And Tucker, they were on this side of the field. That was a gutsy call.
A gutsy call that never should have happened. Not so much them going for it. That's their decision. But where's the defensive front? Where's the leverage? Where's the low man wins? Where's getting into the offensive backfield and spilling the play? How did they permit them to pick up a first down in that situation?
Now they'll throw with Carr. Flush to his right, and that'll be incomplete. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. Throwing again. Carlson. And he's going to let it go deep. And it's caught inside the 30. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. A big play there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. Now the Raiders, they're within an extra point of tying this thing up. And he's able to put it through.
That ties the game at 7.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And, you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
And are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the number 1 goal? Make the playoffs. Number 2, win your division. Number 3, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the number 1 seed so you get that first-round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
He's tackled.
But you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Newton. And this one's incomplete. He was trying to find Noah Fant, the tight end, and it's 3rd and short.
Incomplete. It's 3rd.
So 3rd and 2. This quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. To throw is Newton. The Raider defense strong on that one in coverage, and now it's 4th.
For Noah Fant. Incomplete. It's 4th down.
Feeling like they're not quite in field goal range yet. They're going to go for it on 4th. They snap it to Newton. Got a man complete. It's Hamler. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. It's a big play there for the Broncos. 34 yards. These two teams all tied after one. First and goal, Melvin Gordon. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal.
2nd and goal.
On 2nd and goal, here's the option. Cam goes out wide quickly. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown.
Denver.
A great play there. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Broncos have taken the lead.
Brandon McManus to kick off for Denver.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit?
I would anticipate the defense making some changes, but I wouldn't necessarily just absolutely go in the opposite direction. They're doing so well throwing the ball.
Yeah, why
I wouldn't change it up until they showed me a reason to do so.
From the 22, Carr. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. 23 yards the pickup there.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. And he's got it across midfield and into Denver territory. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner. Absolutely.
Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
On 2nd and 1, Carr. He's going to let this one go deep. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Carr to throw on 3rd and 1. We'll find Gibson here complete. And he is going to have the Raiders' first down. At least it would appear that way. He didn't get it by much, but yes, they do get the conversion on 3rd and 1. On 1st down, Carr. Escaping the pressure. That'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked up by Michelangelo Moody. And he'll return this one just shy of midfield to the 49.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit. And receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
Tackle made there by Budda Baker.
1-yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9.
From the 50, Newton. Eluding the pressure right. He's going to take off with it. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation.
On the tackle. A gain of 4. And it's 3rd down.
Shotgun snap for Newton. Got a man. It's Mims. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. A Bronco first down there, 12 yards on the play.
First down.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
On first down, it's Newton. Out quickly to Judy. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 29-yard line.
From the gun, here's Newton. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Gary and Conley.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball, and I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
Now after the INT, it's Carr. And he is incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. To throw again. Carr flushed out right. Got a man open. It's Darren Waller. And he gets this one just shy of the 40 to mark him down at the 39. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 38-yard line.
On 2nd and 12, Carr. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
When defenses get to the quarterback that quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do that, he was hit, and it forced an incompletion.
Throwing his Carr on 3rd down. As he throws there, incomplete.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
Now look at this, 4th and 12, and they're going to line up to go for it. Here we go on 4th down with Carr. Trying to lay one up deep. Picked up by Justin Simmons. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. On 4th down, that turned out like a punt. Maybe he was better defensively there just to knock it down.
And you know they go over those situations. All right, 4th down, where's the ball? Where would we get the ball? But instinct takes over, and when it's in the air, they just go and get it. So it's hard to get on him for intercepting it. but the smart play would have been what you suggested. Knock it down and take over in a deeper position.
And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves him with 3rd and 9 looming.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Play action. It's Newton. Dancing to his left. And now he's going to use his legs. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 6.
Back to throw. Newton. He's got this one completed to Mims. Now the Broncos going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. The Raiders call on a nickel set here for 3rd down. Out of the gun, Newton. And that will be incomplete.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
Now the Broncos will use their 3rd and final timeout as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. They will go for it. Now Newton. It's complete. Swings it out to his running back. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Raiders with the football now in excellent field position. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He's going to take another shot here. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete. Andy Isabella was the intended target. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
10.
Throwing again. Carr. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Came up a little short on the last pass play. They did get 9 yards out of it, leaving him with his 3rd and 1. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And down inside the 15 he goes. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. Here's a 1st and 10. shotgun now for Carr. Incomplete.
So much for the best laid plans and best designed plays. That was good coverage along the sidelines. No place for that one to get in there. It sails incomplete.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. Now the Raiders going to burn their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. A nickel set defensively for the Broncos here on third down. Working from the gun, it's Carr. Good work by that Bronco defense, and it leads to a fourth down.
For Darren Waller, incomplete.
So they won't get a touchdown, but here's a chance to at least get 3 to end the first half. This is a 26-yard attempt. The kick by Carlson is good, and that will cut the lead back down to 3 at 13-10. So, yes, they'll still be down going into intermission, but the deficit is now made even smaller, very manageable.
Yeah, and if nothing haywire happens here in his last couple of precious seconds, they will go into the locker room with a nice bounce in their step, having gotten a little bit closer on the scoreboard.
The Broncos take over first and 10 at their own 16-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
Thank you, sir. A field goal separates these two teams as we come back for this second half. The Raiders are going to have it first, and they trail here as we get back to it in this third quarter of action. And this carries into the end zone. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. The previous run, good for 9. Here's second and a yard. From the gun, it's Carr. Flush to his right. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by Kareem Jackson. And they will take over at the 29-yard line. The first half did not go their way, and that's not going to help matters at all. An interception here on the opening drive of the third quarter.
Obviously not what they were striving to accomplish. But you know who's really upset on their team? The defense. Already trailing. They're going to be counted on to try and hold that score at least where it is.
It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a first down.
And the Broncos first down.
Now Newton, rolling to his right. And this is caught for a Bronco touchdown. Noah Fant, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Broncos use this short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. He missed one earlier, remember, but this time he gets it to go.
The score, Broncos 20, Raiders 10. Brandon McManus to kick off for Denver.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Raiders take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead
and nothing but daylight ahead. The 20. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. And Isabella, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Raiders are back within a score. I don't think you can get any more efficient or tidy, whatever word you want to use in that. Man, one play, 75 yards in zone.
Yeah, efficient, tidy, explosive. 75 yards, one play. That means everyone handled their assignment, doesn't it? It doesn't just mean that the defense broke down. They really executed the way that was drawn up on the whiteboard. Big-time play, big-time result.
23-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Their lead down to a field goal now as they start with a 1st and 10. And a nice run past the 30-yard line there. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Cam's going to run on the option. They keep it on the ground. Again, Gordon. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
A pickup of 2 yards. First down, Denver.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll work this one up to about the 38. J.J. Watt, the one that gets him down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
And getting this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49. 11 yards there, first down. Just a simple tap pass, but it pays off in a big way.
And sometimes the simple stuff causes the most problems for a defense because there's a breakdown in communication there. When that receiver goes behind the line of scrimmage and it looks like he's going in motion, someone either has to go with him or he has to be passed off to another defender. Somehow they didn't get that communicated well, and it turned into a nice play.
And this will be taken across midfield and into Raider territory.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the Raiders' 47-yard line.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Newton escaping the pressure right. Able to connect to Mims. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. A big play on the catch and run, covering 34 yards. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Right, and he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 14. Operating from the gun, Newton eluding the pressure right. This is caught. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down.
I'd have to say that whenever you see a good post route run, they do not like to let it end without the catch. Hence, that great diving play.
Yeah, lay it up there, let him go get it, and he got it. They'll try and run it. Here's Gordon. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
First and goal.
It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Well, they gave themselves options there on the third down play and were able to convert on that RPO.
Shows a lot of trust with the guy taking the snap, doesn't it? Because you're counting on him to make the right reads and give the ball where it's supposed to go. And he did on that play.
And he will score. Touchdown, Denver. A great effort there. His third touchdown of the game and fourth on the year. And the Broncos push further out in front. And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
Makes the score Broncos 27, Raiders 17.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
19-yard line.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One-play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a second and very long. And to give this time to the tailback. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a first down. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And he is not quite going to make it all the way in. They'll mark him down right about the 1-yard line. A great pick, nice return, but you know he's just beating himself up inside for not getting all the way in.
No doubt about it, because he had visions of end zone in his mind. Going to be the total hero. But we did see there the emphasis on it's not just good enough to pick it off anymore. Bring it back, get the yardage, and really help out your offense.
The best starting field position you could possibly have. 1st and goal from the 1. And they'll try the option on 1st and goal. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Punching it in from a yard away. And the Broncos use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. McManus now for the extra point. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17.
Broncos 34, Raiders 17.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And he doesn't even get this to the 10. He's taken down at the 9.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Going up top, and it's knocked away and incomplete.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
Carr will try it again on 2nd down. Flushed out right. And he comes back with one complete. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
The Raiders on 3rd down. 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 4. From the gun, Carr. And he'll be touched down here, but not before he does pick up the first.
That's good.
It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives them a new set of downs. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Again, they'll throw with Carr. Looking deep downfield. He's got him in, complete. And he'll have it past midfield, almost to the 40 before being taken down. 39 yards there, a big one. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Carr to throw again. And now here's another interception. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the 2nd week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. And now he'll tuck it and run. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the 1st.
A gain of 13 yards. And the Broncos 1st down.
And they run the option here on 1st and 10. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters. No reason to lighten up now. This is Gordon as they go to him again. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2.
Brings up 3rd down.
3rd and 2. Newton sliding out of the pocket. Open man is Gordon, complete. And they move this all the way down to the 9. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Still throwing the football here, even with the big lead.
Yeah, I know you and I came up in a different era, and we think about sportsmanship and all that. Other people think about fantasy points and getting their numbers. That's all they care about right now.
And some oohs and ahs from the crowd as he jukes his way forward for a couple of yards.
A pickup of 2. Brings up 2nd and goal.
On 2nd and goal, they'll give it to him again. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Broncos will extend their lead. And he's gone 2 and 2 on us now. At 2 receiving touchdowns, now his 2nd rushing touchdown.
And that's the back of the NFL nowadays, isn't it? The ability to do everything. You can't just be one or the other. The best ones, able to run it, catch it, and produce. Big-time points put on the board by him.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this 4th quarter. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Flush to his right. I don't know what was going on there, but the end result, this is going to be a safety. Things are just going from bad to worse now. It's a safety that does him in here, and that is one frustrated offensive unit.
They can't get out from under their own shadow right now. I mean, I know this is the NFL, but could you imagine a college crowd right now? Imagine what they'd be doing. They'd be chanting, "Start the bus," because they think this one is over. Now, that's the kind of return you're looking for. To get into that spot on the field, that allows you to do a lot of things on offense.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he's going to take this one up only to about the 44-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. 2nd and 9 from the 44. Will be taken across midfield and into Raider territory.
Nick Kwiatkowski there on the tackle. It's a gain of 9. Makes it 3rd and inches.
And he will have a first down here at about the 40. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts, and they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Throwing here, Newton. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown.
Well, where our booth is here, we can see all of the writers to our left. And their post-game stories, Charles, they have been filed for some time because this game, boy, is it lopsided.
Yeah, we can see our guy Scoop. He's even got his fedora tipped over his face. I think he's taking a nap now. Nothing left to write for him. But how gratifying has it been for them to see what they've done in practice and carry it into a game and see the execution be so good? They've got to feel fantastic about what they've accomplished in this one.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive.
Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side in this one.
Escaping the pressure right. Throw right side going to be caught by Waller. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
Let's go, let's go.
To throw again on 2nd down. Carr. This is brought in by Gibson. And they'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for 3rd down.
Gibson. A gain of 9 brings up 3rd and 2.
Operating from the gun. Carr. And now the ball's out. Carr lost it. Fumble.
Offensively lucky there, able to keep the football, but now 4th down, so they'll have to boot it away.
I do think, though, they're going to look at this as a positive. 1, they recovered the fumble, so they retained possession. But 2, being able to punt it changes field position for them. Imagine if that turnover takes place there. Now your defense has to go onto the field and try and hold. Instead, they get a little breathing room.
Carr going to go on 4th down. He's going to let it fly. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And, boy, possession here turns over with a football already being in the red zone.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And all the way down inside the 5 and 4. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts. They'll stop it with 25 ticks remaining on the clock. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. And he'll get him a bit closer as he's down to the 2-yard line. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal. Now the Raiders going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 18 seconds remaining. 2nd and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line.
20.
Cam on the action. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble.
Newton on the keeper. Fumble on the play. Recovered by the defense.
So after the fumble recovery, it's Carr eluding the pressure right. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down. Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. To throw again. Carr. That one caught by Gibson. Able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40.
Goes 50.
A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for Denver, they're setting themselves up as a major contender as they move to 8-1 now on the year. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Baltimore to take on the Ravens. Meanwhile, for Las Vegas, their season is on life support somewhat now at 3-6. And they'll try again next week at home against Philadelphia. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.
I got homies that can sleep without Gucci and Chanel, I got a lot of it. Walk up in the spot like, hey, what poppin' in? Come pop it for me, cause I'm really poppin' in. Yeah, drip, little bit. Let me feel myself a little bit. Little bit. You ain't talking big. Get out my way, little bit. She gon' put it on me, that's a lot of it. 4 seasons, drop the top of it. Bust down, but my wrist, time to talk a lot of. I got both my girls head to toe designer. Little bit. Let me feel myself a little bit. Little bit. You ain't talking big. Get out my way, little bit. West LA, that where you find me though. Cha-cha matcha with a rockin' black clothes. Whip around that Batmobile, ducking 5-0. If you step to me, then be prepared for smoke, little bro. Let me feel myself a little bit. Let me blow this down a little bit. Drip, little bit. Let me feel myself a little bit. Little bit. You ain't talking big. Get out my way, little bit.
Explain what I did, can I kick it? Hold on, yeah, I got some rings and a range, can I kick it? Yeah, don't ask me a thing, how I got her, how I did it. Yeah. Been the whole half, had a blast. Can I kick it? Even with a sprain, pain, can I kick it? Just the flex, I went and bought a chain. Can I kick it? Things ain't been the same, things have changed. Can I kick it? People acting different, so I ask, can I?
Hey, could count on my power, and look at my dogs. Way back then, you could claim what you saw, but you weren't with us. The higher the climb, the harder the fall, but how did you get up? I done got rich, then went broke, then got rich again, just a little hiccup. I done been ballin'.